The moment you try to chase an Aries, you've already lost them forever. This isn't a cruel game or some twisted psychological manipulation. It's written in the very fabric of their cosmic DNA, embedded so deeply in their astrological blueprint that fighting against it would be like trying to convince fire not to burn or water not to flow. While millions of people desperately text their crushes at 3 in the morning, analyze every social media interaction, and overthink every moment of silence, Aries operates in a completely different universe where such behavior simply doesn't exist. There's something almost otherworldly about watching an Aries navigate relationships. They possess this magnetic self-assurance that makes other people gravitate toward them without any effort on their part. You'll never see an Aries refreshing someone's Instagram story every 5 minutes or crafting the perfect text message to get attention. They don't wait by their phones hoping for responses or create elaborate scenarios to run into someone accidentally. This behavior isn't just foreign to them, it's practically impossible. What makes this phenomenon even more fascinating is how misunderstood it often becomes. People mistake Aries' independence for coldness, their self-respect for arrogance, their magnetic confidence for playing hard to get. But the truth runs much deeper than surface-level relationship tactics. When you understand the astrological forces that shape an Aries personality, you begin to realize that their inability to chase isn't a choice they make. It's a fundamental aspect of who they are at their core. The fire element burns through their veins with such intensity that any form of desperation or neediness feels like extinguishing their very essence. Mars, their ruling planet, pumps warrior energy through every thought and action, making submission or begging feel like betraying their celestial programming. Cardinal energy pushes them forward as natural initiators, but never as followers trailing behind someone else's lead. This creates a fascinating paradox in modern dating culture. While everyone else learns to play games, send mixed signals, and create artificial scarcity, Aries operates with brutal honesty and crystal clear intentions. They either want you or they don't, and they'll make that abundantly clear through their actions rather than their words. There's no gray area, no maybe, no keeping options open just in case. The power of this approach becomes evident when you observe how people respond to authentic Aries energy. Their refusal to chase actually makes them more desirable, not less. Their unwavering self-respect commands respect from others. Their ability to walk away with dignity makes people wonder what they might be missing. Before we dive deep into the 12 specific reasons why this behavior is hardwired into every Aries soul, make sure to subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac and hit that like button. What we're about to explore will revolutionize how you understand not just Aries, but the entire concept of authentic attraction and genuine connection. Understanding these cosmic patterns starts with recognizing the foundational elements that make chasing impossible for this remarkable sign, beginning with their natural leadership abilities and the independence that Mars energy provides. Topic 2. The Leadership and Independence Foundation. The first reason, they're natural-born leaders, not followers. When an Aries walks into any room, something shifts in the atmosphere. There's an invisible energy that announces their presence before they even speak a single word. This isn't coincidence or learned behavior. It's the manifestation of pure cardinal fire energy that has been burning since the moment they took their first breath. Cardinal signs initiate, they create, they pioneer new territories that others wouldn't dare to explore. But Aries takes this cardinal quality and amplifies it through the raw power of Mars, creating individuals who are genetically programmed to lead rather than follow. Leadership isn't something Aries learns from books or develops through experience. It flows through their bloodstream like oxygen, essential for their very survival. When you understand this fundamental truth, the concept of an Aries chasing after someone becomes absolutely ridiculous. Leaders don't chase, they attract, they inspire, they create movements that others want to join. Think about every great leader throughout history, from military commanders to business moguls to revolutionary thinkers. None of them achieved greatness by running after people and begging for attention or validation. The Aries leadership style operates on a frequency that most people can't even comprehend. While others spend hours crafting the perfect message to get someone's attention, Aries is busy building empires, pursuing dreams, and creating the kind of life that naturally draws people into their orbit. They don't have time to analyze whether someone likes them back because they're too focused on becoming the best version of themselves. This leadership energy creates a magnetic field around them that works like a cosmic filtering system. People who are intimidated by authentic power naturally distance themselves, while those who recognize and appreciate genuine strength find themselves inexplicably drawn closer. It's not manipulation or strategy. It's the natural law of attraction operating at its highest level. The second reason, their Mars ruling planet gives them warrior independence. Mars doesn't just rule Aries, it possesses them completely. This planet represents war, action, courage, and most importantly, the fierce independence that comes from knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. When Mars energy flows through someone's personality, it creates an unshakable belief in their own capabilities that makes depending on others feel unnecessary and often uncomfortable. Warrior independence means never needing someone else to complete you or validate your existence. Mars teaches Aries that they are whole, powerful, and sufficient exactly as they are. This isn't the shallow self-help version of independence that people try to fake until they make it. This is cellular level confidence that radiates from their core and influences every decision they make. The warrior mentality that Mars instills in Aries creates a fascinating relationship dynamic. They approach potential partners like allies rather than missing pieces of themselves. They're looking for someone strong enough to stand beside them in battle, not someone who needs to be rescued or convinced to stay. This perspective automatically eliminates any possibility of chasing behavior because warriors don't beg for backup. They attract other warriors who recognize their strength. Mars energy also brings an almost supernatural ability to sense weakness or neediness in others. When someone requires constant attention or validation, Aries feels it immediately, and their warrior instincts tell them to retreat. Not because they're cruel, but because their Mars programming recognizes that neediness is often a trap that drains energy and diminishes power. This planetary influence creates a beautiful paradox in Aries relationships. The more independent they remain, the more attractive they become. The more they focus on their own growth and goals, the more people want to be part of their journey. Mars teaches them that true strength attracts genuine connections, while weakness only draws parasitic relationships. The third reason, fire signs burn brightest when they're self-sufficient. Fire is the most independent of all elements because it creates its own energy, rather than depending on external sources. Water needs a container, earth needs stability, air needs space to move, but fire generates its own power from within. When you truly understand what it means to be a fire sign, you begin to comprehend why self-sufficiency isn't just preferable for Aries, it's absolutely essential for their survival. The fire element within Aries burns with such intensity that any form of codependency or emotional neediness literally dims their flame. Imagine a torch that blazes brilliantly when standing alone, but begins to flicker and fade the moment it starts, depending on other sources for fuel. This isn't a metaphor for Aries, it's their actual energetic reality. Self-sufficiency allows Aries to operate at their highest potential. When they're not wasting energy on one-sided emotional investments or relationships that drain rather than energize them, their natural fire burns so bright that it illuminates everything around them. People are naturally drawn to this authentic radiance because it represents something rare in a world full of dimmed flames and artificial lights. The fire element also brings an intuitive understanding of energy exchange. Aries can immediately sense when a relationship or interaction is balanced versus when they're giving more than they're receiving. Their fire element won't tolerate energy vampires or emotional black holes for very long. This creates a natural filtering mechanism that protects their flame while attracting only those who can contribute to their light rather than diminish it. When Aries maintains their self-sufficient fire energy, something magical happens in their relationships. They stop settling for lukewarm connections and start attracting people who match their intensity. They stop accepting crumbs of attention and start commanding the full respect they deserve. They stop chasing shadows and start drawing substance into their lives. This fire element wisdom teaches them that the moment they start chasing someone, they're essentially dimming their own light to accommodate someone who doesn't appreciate their full brilliance. It's not just unwise, it's energetically impossible for them to sustain. The fire within them will always redirect towards self-sufficiency, because that's where their power lives, where their authenticity thrives, and where their magnetic attraction operates most effectively. These three foundational reasons create an unbreakable trinity of leadership, independence, and self-sufficient fire energy that makes chasing behavior completely foreign to the Aries experience. But there are deeper psychological and emotional factors that reinforce this cosmic programming. Topic 3. The pride and patience factors. The fourth reason: they have zero patience for games or mixed signals. Aries operates on a frequency of absolute clarity that makes modern dating games feel like torture. While most people have learned to accept breadcrumbs of attention, cryptic text messages, and emotional roller coasters as normal relationship behavior, Aries finds this entire approach fundamentally repulsive. Their Mars-driven directness creates an internal compass that immediately detects when someone is playing games, and their response is swift and decisive. They simply walk away. The concept of mixed signals doesn't exist in Aries' vocabulary because their own communication style is brutally honest and straightforward. When they like someone, their actions make it crystal clear. When they're not interested, they don't string people along with false hope or ambiguous behavior. This authentic approach to human connection creates an expectation that others will operate with the same level of honesty. And when that doesn't happen, Aries loses interest faster than most people can blink. Their impatience with games stems from a deeper understanding of time as their most precious resource. Every moment spent trying to decode someone's true intentions is a moment stolen from their goals, dreams, and personal growth. Aries instinctively knows that genuine connections don't require translation or interpretation. They flow naturally and obviously between two people who are equally invested. This zero-tolerance policy for games creates a powerful filtering mechanism that automatically eliminates time wasters from their romantic landscape. People who enjoy playing hard to get or creating artificial drama quickly learn that these tactics backfire spectacularly with Aries. Instead of increasing their desirability, game playing actually makes Aries question the person's emotional maturity and authenticity. The beautiful irony is that Aries' refusal to participate in dating games makes them infinitely more attractive to emotionally healthy people. While others get caught up in toxic cycles of pursuit and withdrawal, Aries maintains their dignity and attracts partners who appreciate straightforward communication and genuine connection. The fifth reason: their ego is too strong to appear desperate. The Aries ego isn't the fragile compensatory type that many people carry around like armor. It's a healthy, robust sense of self-worth that has been forged in the fires of Mars and tempered by genuine accomplishments and authentic confidence. This ego serves as an unbreakable shield against any behavior that might compromise their dignity or make them appear needy or desperate. Desperation repels everything that Aries naturally attracts. Their magnetic confidence draws people in like moths to a flame. But the moment they start chasing or begging for attention, that attraction immediately reverses. Their ego understands this cosmic law intuitively and protects them from making choices that would diminish their natural magnetism. This isn't vanity or arrogance. It's sophisticated emotional intelligence. Aries recognizes that desperation is often rooted in fear, insecurity, and a lack of self-worth, all qualities that are completely incompatible with their fiery nature. When they feel even the slightest urge to chase someone, their ego immediately sounds an alarm that redirects their energy back towards self-improvement and personal goals. The strength of their ego also comes from a deep knowing that they bring tremendous value to any relationship. They're not looking for someone to complete them or fix their problems. They're looking for an equal partner who can match their energy and enhance their already fulfilling life. This perspective makes chasing feel absurd because they know that any worthy partner will recognize their value without needing to be convinced. Their ego teaches them that self-respect is non-negotiable in any healthy relationship. The moment they compromise their dignity for someone else's attention, they're essentially training that person to disrespect them. Aries would rather be alone with their self-respect intact than in a relationship where they had to diminish themselves to maintain someone's interest. This powerful ego also creates an attractive confidence that people can sense from across a room. There's something incredibly appealing about someone who clearly values themselves and won't settle for less than they deserve. It challenges others to step up their game rather than expecting Aries to step down from their standards. The sixth reason: they attract through magnetic confidence, not pursuit. Confidence is Aries' secret weapon in the dating world, but it's not the fake it until you make it variety that most people attempt to cultivate. Their confidence is authentic, magnetic, and completely effortless because it springs from genuine self-knowledge and unshakable belief in their own worth. This type of confidence doesn't need to chase anyone because it naturally draws the right people into its gravitational field. Watch an Aries in their element and you'll witness a masterclass in magnetic attraction. They don't need to constantly text someone or show up uninvited to maintain interest. Their presence alone creates such a powerful impression that people find themselves thinking about them long after they've left the room. This magnetic quality operates like a cosmic beacon that attracts aligned souls while repelling those who wouldn't appreciate their authentic energy. The confidence that radiates from Aries isn't dependent on external validation or approval from others. It's an internal flame that burns regardless of who's watching or what others think about them. This independence from outside opinion creates an incredibly attractive energy because most people are so desperate for approval that they've forgotten what authentic confidence actually looks like. Their magnetic confidence also comes from their willingness to be completely themselves without apology or modification. While others spend countless hours trying to become what they think someone else wants, Aries remains steadfast in their authenticity. This refusal to change for others actually makes them more desirable, because authenticity is incredibly rare and valuable in a world full of people wearing masks and playing roles. This confidence creates a beautiful paradox in their romantic interactions. The less they chase, the more people want to be chosen by them. The more comfortable they become with solitude, the more others want to share their company. The stronger their sense of self becomes, the more attractive they become to potential partners who recognize genuine worth when they see it. Their magnetic confidence also serves as a quality control mechanism for their relationships. People who are intimidated by authentic confidence naturally filter themselves out, leaving only those who can appreciate and match their energy. This creates better relationship outcomes because Aries ends up with partners who chose them for their strength rather than their willingness to compromise or diminish themselves. The magnetic pull of authentic confidence operates on multiple levels simultaneously. It attracts people physically, emotionally, and spiritually because it represents something that everyone craves but few people actually possess. When Aries maintains this confidence instead of chasing after others, they become like a lighthouse in a storm, a fixed point of strength and authenticity that guides the right people toward them. This confidence also teaches them that attraction should be mutual and effortless. When someone truly appreciates their authentic energy, the connection flows naturally without requiring pursuit or convincing. This understanding protects them from wasting time on one-sided attractions and helps them recognize when they've found someone who genuinely values what they bring to the table. These psychological factors of patience, ego strength, and magnetic confidence create an impenetrable foundation that makes chasing behavior impossible for Aries. Their understanding of these principles operates at an instinctual level, guiding them toward healthier relationship dynamics. Topic 4. The action and respect principles. The seventh reason. Cardinal energy means they initiate but never desperately pursue. Cardinal energy is the cosmic force that creates beginnings, launches movements, and sets everything else into motion. Aries carries this primordial power in their very essence, making them natural initiators who can spark interest and create opportunities out of thin air. But there's a crucial distinction between initiating with confidence and pursuing with desperation that most people completely miss. Yet Aries understands instinctively. When Aries initiates contact or makes the first move, it comes from a place of authentic interest and confident action. They see something they like, they feel a genuine connection, and they act on it without hesitation or overthinking. This initiation carries the full weight of their cardinal energy, bold, direct, and impossibly attractive. There's no second guessing, no analyzing every possible outcome, no fear of rejection clouding their judgment. They simply act from their truth and let the universe handle the rest. Desperate pursuit operates from an entirely different energy frequency. It carries the stench of neediness, the vibration of lack, and the heavy weight of attachment to specific outcomes. Cardinal energy cannot function in this low-frequency environment because it requires freedom, confidence, and authentic power to operate effectively. When Aries feels themselves sliding toward desperate pursuit, their cardinal nature immediately redirects them back toward their natural state of confident initiation. This distinction becomes crystal clear in their romantic interactions. Aries will confidently approach someone they find interesting, strike up a conversation, suggest meeting for coffee, or even make their attraction known directly. But if that initial energy isn't reciprocated with equal enthusiasm, their cardinal wisdom tells them to redirect their attention elsewhere. They don't follow up with increasingly desperate messages or show up uninvited hoping to change someone's mind. The cardinal energy within them understands that authentic attraction cannot be forced or manufactured through persistence. Either the spark exists mutually or it doesn't. Either two people enhance each other's energy or they don't. Either someone recognizes their worth immediately or that person isn't meant for them. This cosmic wisdom protects Aries from wasting their precious cardinal energy on connections that require convincing rather than flowing naturally. Their initiation style also serves as a powerful screening mechanism. When they approach someone with confident cardinal energy, they immediately discover whether that person can handle their intensity and appreciate their authenticity. People who respond positively to genuine Aries energy usually possess the emotional maturity and self-confidence necessary for a healthy relationship. Those who are intimidated or put off by their directness automatically eliminate themselves from consideration. The eighth reason, they value their time too much for one-sided efforts. Time is the only resource that Aries truly considers sacred because once it's spent, it can never be recovered or replaced. Their Mars-driven urgency and cardinal energy create an acute awareness that every moment should be invested wisely, purposefully, and in alignment with their highest goals. This profound respect for time makes spending it on one-sided romantic efforts feel like the ultimate betrayal of their own potential. When Aries invests time and energy into someone, they expect that investment to be matched with equal enthusiasm and commitment. This isn't selfishness or unrealistic expectations. It's healthy relationship dynamics operating at their finest level. They understand that sustainable connections require mutual effort, shared interest, and balanced energy exchange. Anything less feels like donating their precious time to someone who doesn't value what they are receiving. Their time consciousness also stems from their ambitious nature, an endless list of personal goals, dreams, and projects. While others might have hours to spend crafting the perfect text message or analyzing every social media interaction, Aries is busy building businesses, pursuing passions, developing skills, and creating the kind of life that naturally attracts amazing people. Every minute spent chasing someone who isn't equally invested is a minute stolen from their personal growth and achievement. This perspective creates a fascinating filtering system that automatically eliminates time wasters from their romantic landscape. People who require constant attention, validation, or convincing quickly discover that Aries won't participate in these energy-draining dynamics. Instead, they attract partners who also value time and bring their own goals, passions, and purpose to the relationship. Their respect for time also teaches them to trust their instincts about whether someone is genuinely interested or just enjoying the attention without any real intention of building something meaningful. Aries can sense when they're being strung along or used as an ego boost, and their time consciousness immediately redirects them toward more promising opportunities. The beautiful irony is that their refusal to waste time on one-sided efforts actually makes them more attractive to quality people. Others observe how Aries values their time and automatically assume they must be worth knowing. This creates a positive cycle where their time consciousness attracts other time-conscious individuals who appreciate efficiency and authenticity in relationships. The ninth reason, their competitive nature makes them want what challenges them appropriately. Competition flows through Aries' veins like liquid fire, driving them toward challenges that test their abilities and push them to new levels of achievement. This competitive spirit extends into their romantic preferences, creating an attraction toward people who can match their energy, challenge their thinking, and inspire them to become even better versions of themselves. Easy conquests or people who require convincing simply fail to activate their competitive drive in any meaningful way. The thrill of the chase that other signs might experience transforms into something completely different for Aries. They're not excited by pursuit itself. They're energized by worthy opponents who can engage them in stimulating mental, emotional, and spiritual sparring. They want partners who can debate with them, challenge their ideas, push back when necessary, and hold their own in the intense energy field that surrounds them. People who are too easily impressed or too quick to agree lose Aries' interest faster than those who play hard to get. But there's a crucial difference between someone who challenges them because they're genuinely strong, independent, and interesting, versus someone who creates artificial obstacles or plays games to seem more desirable. Aries can distinguish between authentic challenge and manufactured drama instantly. Their competitive nature creates an attraction toward equals rather than projects. They don't want to win someone over through persistence or convince anyone of their worth. They want to find someone who already recognizes their value and brings equal value to the table. This creates a beautiful dynamic where both people are continuously inspiring each other to grow, achieve, and explore new possibilities together. The competitive aspect also means they respect opponents who can hold their ground without becoming aggressive or defensive. They appreciate people who can disagree with them respectfully, offer different perspectives thoughtfully, and maintain their own opinions confidently. This type of intellectual and emotional sparring feels energizing rather than draining because it activates their competitive drive in positive directions. Their Mars-driven competitive nature also teaches them that anything worth having requires effort, but that effort should be applied toward becoming worthy of what they desire rather than chasing after it desperately. They'd rather invest time in developing themselves, achieving their goals, and becoming irresistibly attractive than waste energy trying to convince someone who doesn't immediately see their value. This competitive wisdom creates a powerful reframe around rejection or disinterest from others. Instead of seeing it as a reason to chase harder, they view it as information about compatibility. If someone doesn't appreciate their competitive fire, their ambitious nature, or their direct communication style, then that person probably wouldn't be able to handle a relationship with them anyway. The competitive element also makes them attractive to other high-achieving, ambitious people who appreciate partners that can keep up with their pace and intensity. They naturally gravitate toward others who are building something meaningful with their lives, pursuing significant goals, and refusing to settle for mediocrity in any area. These action-oriented and respect-based principles create an unshakable foundation that guides Aries toward healthier relationship dynamics while protecting them from the emotional exhaustion that comes with one-sided romantic investments. Topic 5. The intuition and dignity conclusion. The 10th reason. They trust their instincts about reciprocal interest completely. Aries possesses an almost supernatural ability to read energy and detect genuine interest versus polite tolerance or casual entertainment. Their Mars-enhanced intuition operates like an emotional radar system that can immediately distinguish between someone who is authentically drawn to them and someone who is simply being nice, bored, or enjoying the attention without any real romantic intention. This psychic accuracy makes chasing behavior completely unnecessary because they already know where they stand before most people have even figured out their own feelings. Their intuitive gifts develop through years of trusting their gut feelings over social conditioning or wishful thinking. While others might convince themselves that mixed signals mean hidden interest or that politeness indicates romantic potential, Aries cuts through all the mental gymnastics and trusts what their energy is telling them. When someone is genuinely interested, the connection feels electric, mutual, and unmistakably obvious. When someone is not interested, their intuition immediately picks up on the subtle energetic withdrawal, regardless of what words are being spoken. This instinctual wisdom protects them from wasting time and emotional energy on connections that will never develop into anything meaningful. Their internal radar doesn't lie or give false readings. It simply reflects the true energetic dynamic between two people. When that energy feels balanced and reciprocal, Aries moves forward with confidence. When it feels one-sided or forced, they gracefully redirect their attention toward more promising opportunities. The trust they place in their intuition also comes from understanding that authentic attraction operates on frequencies that cannot be faked or manufactured. Either two people resonate harmoniously together, or they don't. Either the chemistry flows naturally in both directions, or it remains stubbornly one-sided. Their intuitive gifts save them from the heartache and frustration of trying to create something that doesn't exist naturally. This energetic sensitivity also helps them recognize when someone is genuinely busy versus when someone is making excuses. They can feel the difference between temporary unavailability and permanent disinterest. They understand when life circumstances are creating obstacles versus when someone simply isn't that invested in developing a connection. This discernment keeps them from misreading situations and chasing after people who are essentially communicating disinterest through their actions. The 11th reason: their self-respect won't allow emotional begging under any circumstances. Self-respect runs deeper than personality traits or learned behaviors in Aries. It's encoded into their spiritual DNA as a non-negotiable aspect of their existence. This profound sense of personal dignity creates an impenetrable barrier against any action that would compromise their integrity or diminish their worth in their own eyes. Emotional begging, desperate pleading, or groveling for attention violates everything they stand for at the deepest level of their being. Their self-respect operates like an internal guardian that immediately sounds alarms when they are tempted to lower their standards or compromise their dignity for someone else's approval. This guardian has been forged through countless experiences of watching others lose themselves in toxic relationship dynamics, and it refuses to allow Aries to follow that same destructive path. The strength of their self-respect also comes from understanding that any relationship requiring them to beg, plead, or convince someone to stay is fundamentally broken from the beginning. Healthy connections don't require emotional manipulation or desperate measures to maintain interest. When someone truly values what Aries brings to their life, that appreciation expresses itself naturally and consistently without needing to be extracted through dramatic displays or emotional coercion. This unwavering self-respect creates a beautiful boundary that protects them from toxic relationship patterns while attracting partners who appreciate strength and authenticity. People who are drawn to emotional drama or who enjoy having others chase them quickly realize that Aries won't participate in these unhealthy dynamics. Instead, they attract individuals who respect their dignity and bring their own self-respect to the relationship. Their commitment to self-respect also teaches them that being alone with their integrity intact is infinitely better than being in a relationship where they have to diminish themselves to maintain someone's interest. This perspective liberates them from the fear of solitude that drives so many people into desperate chasing behaviors. They genuinely enjoy their own company and have built such fulfilling lives that they don't need romantic validation to feel complete or valuable. The power of their self-respect also radiates outward, setting an example for others about how healthy relationships should function. When people observe how Aries refuses to compromise their dignity for anyone, it often inspires them to examine their own relationship patterns and raise their own standards accordingly. The 12th reason, they believe the right person will recognize their worth immediately. This final reason encapsulates the profound wisdom that guides every aspect of Aries' romantic behavior. They operate from an unshakable knowing that when they meet their true match, the connection will be obvious, mutual, and effortless. No convincing will be necessary, no chasing will be required, and no games will need to be played. The right person will see their value clearly and respond accordingly without hesitation or confusion. This belief stems from their understanding of cosmic timing and divine orchestration. They trust that the universe has perfect timing for bringing together souls who are meant to enhance each other's journeys. When that perfect timing aligns, recognition will be instantaneous and reciprocal. Both people will feel the magnetic pull, appreciate what the other brings to the table, and move forward together naturally. Their faith in immediate recognition also protects them from settling for lukewarm connections or relationships that require constant maintenance and convincing. They understand that true compatibility creates its own momentum and doesn't need to be forced or manufactured through persistent effort. When they have to work too hard to generate interest or maintain someone's attention, they recognize that person simply isn't their destined match. This cosmic perspective gives them incredible patience with the dating process because they are not desperately searching for just anyone. They're waiting for the specific person who will recognize their worth immediately and completely. This patience allows them to maintain their standards, preserve their energy, and remain open to authentic connections, rather than settling for whatever attention they can attract through desperate measures. Their belief in immediate recognition also comes from understanding their own value proposition clearly. They know what they bring to relationships: passion, loyalty, adventure, honesty, protection, and unwavering support. They've invested years developing themselves into someone worth knowing and loving. Why would they waste time trying to convince someone who can't see these obvious qualities? This profound trust in cosmic timing and mutual recognition creates a beautiful relationship dynamic where both people choose each other freely and enthusiastically. There's no question about interest levels, no wondering about commitment, no analyzing mixed signals. When Aries finds their match, everything flows naturally because both people recognize they've found something rare and valuable. The wisdom of this final reason ties together all 11 previous reasons into a comprehensive understanding of why Aries doesn't chase. Their leadership nature, Mars independence, fire element confidence, impatience with games, strong ego, magnetic attraction, cardinal initiation abilities, time consciousness, competitive standards, intuitive accuracy, and uncompromising self-respect all work together to create someone who naturally attracts genuine love rather than having to pursue it desperately. Understanding these 12 cosmic principles reveals why Aries operates so differently in relationships and why their approach actually produces better long-term outcomes than traditional chasing behaviors. These 12 profound reasons reveal the cosmic blueprint that makes chasing behavior absolutely impossible for Aries. Their natural leadership abilities don't allow them to follow anyone desperately. Their Mars-ruled independence creates warrior-level self-sufficiency that repels needy behavior. Their fire element burns brightest when self-contained, making emotional dependency feel like extinguishing their very essence. The psychological factors run even deeper. Their zero tolerance for games and mixed signals eliminates time wasters instantly. Their robust ego protects them from appearing desperate or compromising their dignity. Their magnetic confidence attracts genuine connections without requiring pursuit, because authentic power draws people naturally into its gravitational field. The action-oriented principles demonstrate their sophisticated understanding of healthy relationship dynamics. Their cardinal energy initiates confidently, but never pursues desperately, because they understand the crucial difference between authentic interest and manufactured attraction. They value their time too intensely to waste it on one-sided emotional investments. Their competitive nature seeks worthy challenges rather than easy conquests that fail to activate their drive for growth and excellence. The final spiritual insights showcase their extraordinary intuitive gifts and unshakable self-respect. They trust their instincts about reciprocal interest completely, reading energy patterns with supernatural accuracy. Their dignity won't permit emotional begging under any circumstances, because they understand that healthy love never requires degrading yourself to maintain someone's attention. Most importantly, they believe with absolute certainty that the right person will recognize their worth immediately without needing convincing or persuasion. This comprehensive understanding explains why Aries approaches relationships from such a position of strength and authenticity. They don't chase because they don't need to chase. Their leadership magnetizes natural followers. Their independence attracts others who appreciate self-sufficient partners. Their confidence draws people who recognize genuine worth when they encounter it. The beautiful truth is that Aries gets better relationship outcomes precisely because they refuse to chase. While others exhaust themselves pursuing people who aren't truly interested, Aries conserves their energy for connections that flow naturally and reciprocally. While others compromise their values to maintain lukewarm relationships, Aries maintains their standards and attracts partners who appreciate their authenticity. Understanding these cosmic patterns helps everyone recognize the power of authentic attraction over desperate pursuit. Whether you're an Aries yourself or you're trying to understand the Aries energy in your life, these principles reveal why dignity, self-respect, and genuine confidence always triumph over neediness and desperation in creating lasting connections. Now we need your voice to make this community even stronger. Share your experiences in the comments below, because your stories help all of us understand these astrological patterns more deeply. Are you an Aries who recognizes these traits as fundamentally true to your nature? Have you witnessed this fascinating behavior in an Aries you know? Tell us about a time when you saw someone's confidence attract genuine interest without any chasing involved. Your comments create the vibrant discussion that makes Secret of the Zodiac such a valuable resource for understanding cosmic wisdom. Every story you share, every insight you offer, every question you ask contributes to our collective knowledge about how the stars influence human behavior and relationships. Make sure to subscribe to Secret of the Zodiac so you never miss our deep dives into astrological mysteries. Hit that notification bell and explore our other videos where we uncover the hidden truths about every zodiac sign. Give this video a thumbs up if these insights resonated with your experience or helped you understand Aries energy more clearly. If this content has brought value to your life and helped you navigate relationships or understand yourself better, please consider supporting our work through Super Thanks. These monetary contributions help us cover the costs of researching, creating, and delivering daily astrological content that goes far beyond surface-level horoscopes. Your financial support allows us to invest more time in developing comprehensive insights that truly serve our community. Every Super Thanks donation, no matter the amount, makes a significant difference in our ability to produce the high-quality content you deserve. Your generosity helps us maintain this daily commitment to bringing you authentic astrological wisdom that actually improves your understanding of cosmic influences on human behavior.